Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. And today I'm going to show you how to edit the rose gold digital planner. I almost forgot. I've been working on so many planners. I was going to go live earlier today, but then I got a phone call and then another phone call. So anyways, I'm finally here. It's been done since this morning. So if you already purchased it, it is inside of ThriveCart and waiting for you. So just log in and refresh your screen, or I don't even know if you need to refresh. I think it will just automatically show up. I assume, but if not, go ahead and refresh your browser. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to share the whole screen. So you're going to see that weird picture in picture thing. All right. So let me put myself over, make myself small, and I'll put myself over to the side. So here is the rose gold digital planner. So if you've never seen this before, basically it is the annual, the monthly, and the weekly all together. Remember, the rose gold planner is a 4-pack. It is a collection. I want to say it's the trend when I started saying, oh, I'm going to put things in collections. And then I just never created another collection, right? I just started making the pop-up shops. But in theory, everything will match. You can mix and match it. You can add new things in there. So the rose gold digital planner, let's jump inside. It has your excuse me, it has your annual, the 2023 on the left. It has 2024 at a glance on the right. And then at the bottoms, they can enter their word of the year, their theme for the year. And then after that, we go into the monthlies. So we have that 1-page monthly. It looks exactly like you saw before, except the only difference is at the bottom, there's a section for monthly goals. Now, you could rename this into anything you want. It doesn't have to be monthly goals. It could be the monthly theme or monthly to do or whatever. It's just that once I move from a printable, which is an 8.5 by 11, over to a digital format where you have the 2 pages next to each other, the pages in terms of dimensions become longer. And so you end up with some like dead space at the end. And so that's why I added these here at the bottom. So we go through all of the months, and then finally we get to the weeklies. So again, nothing different than what is in the rose gold 4-pack. The only thing missing is the daily, because this would be an obnoxiously large planner. So instead, it is just the annual, the monthly, the weekly. But if you want to add the dailies in, you are welcome to do so. But that would make this like a 400, 500 page planner. I don't know if you really want to do that. So over here, now you start with the weeklies. So the way that this file is arranged is just like every other digital file. If I hit home up here at the top, it will bring me right back to home. And if I hit the monthlies, it will start the monthly. If I hit June, it will jump me to the June section, September, November, March, etc. So all of these tabs on the right and on the top are all clickable links inside of this file. So one thing, you can download this file, sell it as is. It's ready to go. You don't have to do anything. It's perfect. It works. They can open it. Your clients can, or your customers can open it on GoodNotes or on Samsung Notes or Zoto, or I don't even know what else. It works on a lot of things. I always want to say Paper 53, which is out of business, but I really did like that. Or you can open it on Procreate. Even it works there. It uses Procreate, can use the tabs. All right. So how do you edit this file? So to edit this file, just like before, what I gave you is the Photoshop file, which you can see here. And this is all of the tabs, right? So these are your tabs on the right, your tabs on the left, and along the top. So what I did, like before, is I saved this file out, and I end up taking this file and putting it into Adobe InDesign. So this is your InDesign file. And remember, you don't have to edit this if you do not want. If you want to, you can. You also get the super old IDML file, which you can then open in Affinity Publisher. I think I tried it out. And again, I never, ever guarantee that these will work in another application, but when I tried it out, it did work in Affinity Publisher and the links all worked as well. So these are parent pages at the top and then your regular pages at the bottom. Now, if you don't see this, make sure to go to Window over here and put a check mark in front of pages, and it will bring you this menu. So parent pages, if we click on A, we can see this is home and it looks just like you saw inside of Photoshop. So the reason we have parent pages is because you may need to add multiple pages for January, right? So like I only have a weekly spread, right? But maybe you want to add something where you want to do a post-week wrap up, or you want to ask questions for the month, like what are your intentions for the month? What are you going to say no to this month? What are you saying yes to this month? What is, maybe you want to put a budget planner in there, which I do have a budget planner template in the shop. Maybe you want to add some pages in there and you want to say what's your spending limit for the month, or how much revenue are you planning to make if this is more of a business sort of detailed, you know, daily plan or weekly planner. Or you could do a wrap up and just say, how did this month go? What are you grateful for? What didn't go so well? You know, things to just make your planner a little bit more specific to your niche audience. So you can add those in. And the reason, why was I talking? Oh yeah, the reason that all of this is in the parent pages is so that you don't have to recopy those links over and over again. So if I go to view, over here at the top, or let me go into any of these, you can see that this is a link. So the text is linked. So if I go to right click this and I go to hyperlinks and I say edit hyperlink, I can see that it is linked to a page inside the file. And that page is page 1.1. So here are all the pages inside of that file. So I will always jump over to, if we look over here, 1.1, which is the first week of January. If I go to, let's say May, and I say hyperlink, edit hyperlink, I think that was a gnat, it goes to page 5.1. So if I go to page 5.1 down here in my document, I will see that page 5.1 is the first week of May. So this way I can add pages after that, remember at the end of the month or after each week or wherever I want. And this way all of my tabs will work and I don't have to worry about accidentally editing something on that individual page because it's in the parent page. So let's go back through those parent pages again. So each parent page, January has the whole month of January here as a little monthly snapshot. February has February, March has March, April has April, etc., all the way through the line until you get to December. Now, if you would like, there are some pages that just say white pages only. So maybe you want some pages, you don't need those hyperlinks there. You just want to do something different. You just want to say maybe an intro. Hi, you know, my name is Lisa and this is my planner and here's what my hope is for you, or go visit us online at this page or whatever you want to do. This page right here is background only. So if you want to put something else on here, again, an advertisement would work well. And then if you have the background, it kind of goes with it. This is an older background. I use this for the monthly planner, which we did yesterday. And I don't know why it's there, but it's there in case you want to use it. And then over here, it says none. And none just means like nothing is applied. It's like no parent page. It's just a blank page. So that is your planner. So let's talk about how you can edit this. So if you would like to change any of the fonts or the colors, obviously very, very easy. You can just come over here to window, go to styles and go to character styles. Now, anything that you click on with the type tool will show you which character style has been applied. So if I go here to March, I can see PT Serif has been applied. If I go here to 2024, I can see Texta has been applied. If I go here, I can see text has been applied again. Let's jump into the months. If I go to March, I can see Sleep Lesson Pink has been applied. So let's say I really don't like this pink color. I want to make everything blue. How's that? Blue. So if I double click this, I can, well, two things. The old way is I could go to this and then I could come here to the type tool and I could click blue. Then I could go over here and then I would have to click the type tool and I would have to do blue again. So this could be very tedious. I mean, there's only 12 months, so maybe it won't take that long. Or what I could do is I could change the style. So I could double click this, see where it says sleep less in pink, and I could say sleep less in blue. And over here where it says character color, I can just go ahead and change that to blue and say okay. And now they have all magically been changed and I didn't have to go through all of them. This one did not change. I don't know why. We can just click that, click sleep less in blue, and now it's done. So that is how you change any of the colors or the fonts pretty quickly. Over here we have, oh, this is part of the parent page. So if you want to change that monthly goals, remember you'd have to do that on the monthly parent page. So if I wanted to change this from, say, didn't want it to be monthly goals, I wanted it to be monthly, I don't even know. Let's see. Object, monthly, I don't know what else you do. Monthly budget. Could I do the monthly budget? I could do the monthly budget. Budget. I don't know why it's doing that. Monthly budget. Oh, I see. Monthly budget. There we go. It was typing in that box for some reason. And if I go over here, let's move this. And we can make this monthly budget. So I've changed that. So now every page that has the C monthly parent page applied to it. So how do we tell? If I hover over a page, it says C monthly applied. So it just tells you. So we can now see it says monthly budget, monthly budget, monthly budget on every single page. And I just had to change it once, which is the magic of parent pages. So now you know how to change the fonts, the colors, the words. What else did you do? Okay, so this background. So again, so we've switched to blue, right? So maybe if I go over to Photoshop, I want to change these to blue as well. So I could go over here to these right tabs and I could hold the command key and I could select all of those great tabs. And now I can make them blue. So I can go ahead and go up here and make these blue. Look at that. So now I have a blue and pink, which I kind of like. I guess this could be like this would be great for a baby book, right? Because it's always like, is it blue? Is it pink? People have those gender parties. So we could hide the left. And over here on the right, we can make all these visible again, and then we can hide all of those tabs over here. Oops, not the right ones, the left ones. There we go. So that's how I kind of like just save out JPEGs really quick. So this is the home tab. So we could export this for web and we could call this, don't change any of the dimensions, leave it JPEG, and we could save this as put it on the desktop, pink and blue tabs. And this is the home tab. So then I know which one is the home tab. So I can go over here to InDesign and I can go into the parent pages because that's where this is applied. And we could go to home. We could just do, let's make this small, just select this once, and then we could do file place to replace that with that new blue background that we have. So that was in desktop. And voila, now it is new. So if I go over to, and I don't think any of these have home applied now that I've said that, let's go ahead and change this. So if I want to change this to another spread, so the tabs on the top, where are those? We are going to take those off the right and move those all over to the left. So now they're all on the left. So now this is January. Because remember, if this was a real planner, like a physical planner, you would, as you open the pages, the tabs would go over as well. So that's what we're kind of mimicking. And we're going to save this as the new blue January. And that's a JPEG again. So now when I go into InDesign, if I want to do that for January, let's go to January. We'll select this background. All you have to do is make sure the selection tool is selected. click once on this background, do File, Place, and then you will place that new blue January right there. And look at that. Now it is blue. So if I go to January, which is right over here, now I can see that everything is blue and pink. So it's super easy to change any of the styles or the colors on this planner, however you would like, to individualize it and make it your own. And of course, like I always say, you can add a logo, just make sure you add it to each of those parent pages that are being used inside of that document. Now, really important if you want to add pages. So maybe at the end of the month, I want to add pages. So I'm going to right click on that very last page and I'm going to say insert pages. And let's say I want to insert 5 pages after page B.6. And I want them to have the parent page monthly. So I will say, okay. And now I have new empty pages that I can kind of do anything I want with. Now, the only problem with this is maybe I don't need the monthly budget every month. So you can do this. You could make a new monthly. We could duplicate the monthly over here. And we could call this, we could right click this, parent options, and we could say D, and we could say post monthly pages. So now I'm going to apply a parent page. It's really easy. You just drag and drop that parent page onto each page. And you can see it changes from C to D when I do that for each of these. So all of these now have that new parent page. So let's go into that new parent page, post monthly, and let's just get rid of that because we don't want that on our page. We already asked people what they wanted their budget to be. They don't need to be asked again. So now I can go in and now I have those blank pages. And the tabs are all still in the right page places because I duplicated that other page, which means that all of those hyperlinks are still there as well. So now I can start creating and I can write whatever I want. How's that? So I don't even know if you can see that. It's so small. But that's what it says. And then you can start designing and putting things on these pages. So once you're done making all the changes that you want in your document, you are just going to make sure that you save it. You're going to export it as a digital planner. So the way you make sure that you export it as a digital planner, new creation, I'm just going to call that. You're going to go to format and make sure you choose Adobe PDF Interactive, not print. So the PDF Interactive will say, hey, someone's going to interact with this page. And because they're going to interact with it, I am going to leave all of those hyperlinks intact so that they can interact and click on them. So that's all it's going to do. It's automatically going to open it up for you here in Adobe PDF. So let's try to make this 88. And remember, if you open it up in a browser, I don't know if it works in browsers. You have to open it up in Adobe Acrobat. It doesn't have to be this paid version. It's the free version, but you're not going to be able to test out those links inside of like a web browser if you open the PDF that way. So everything still works. There we have our blue and our pink. And if we go to monthly, we can now see all of those new monthly pages with our new blue months. And we can also see at the end, we added those 5 blank pages right over here. And voila, here are all of our blank pages. There's that text I wrote. I can write whatever I want. So this is a good way to test out your pages. And that's the only way to save your document to make sure it works. There's another way to save files inside of InDesign. If you do File Package, it will package everything for you into a PDF, an IDML. I'll show you exactly what you get. So inside of here, you will get an IDML, that super old file, the INDD, the PDF, and you'll get a folder called links. And links are simply all of those images that were used inside the document. Now, what it will give you, though, is a printable PDF. It will not give you that interactive PDF. The only way to get that interactive PDF is, like I showed you, you have to do File, Export. Make sure you choose Adobe PDF Interactive, and that way your hyperlinks will work. All right, that's a wrap. Remember, if you would like to purchase this, you can join Planner Pixies, which I always think is the best deal. It has unlimited downloads, or you can just purchase this by itself. I did offer it for 50% off in case this is all you wanted to purchase. And I will leave a link below. You don't need a discount code. The 50% has already been applied to the actual product while I'm updating everything this week and next. Ali, I don't know if you're trying to ask me a question or you just want to say hi. I'm not sure what you're saying, but I'm just seeing some dots. So I'm going to sign off. If you have any questions on how to edit this, leave it below. Or if you're in Planner Pixies, you have access to me in Circle 24/7. So I will see you inside there. I hope everyone's having a great Friday, and I will